And we should know more today about when and if Louisiana will begin to reopen its economy this week. Governor John Bel Edwards will be making an announcement about the reopening or extending the stay-at-home order today. Our Megan Key is joining us live in Treme, where a new COVID-19 test site opens today. Megan, this is a lot of people are waiting with great anticipation on what the governor has to say today.
Yeah, they are, Eric, and I can tell you that before Louisiana is allowed to reopen, we must meet White House guidelines, and that includes a downward trend of COVID cases and reports of COVID and flu-like symptoms. Now, the Treme Recreation Center you see behind me, this is where free mobile testing is happening later today and throughout the week. This is just one of the ways the city is working to get a decline in cases with early detection. While other states have already started reopening, Louisiana hadn't met the criteria. We just had too many cases. Since then, our daily number of cases and deaths has dropped. On Friday, the governor announced 203 new cases and 19 deaths, as a much lower number than we've seen in previous weeks. We've also seen a decline in the number of people on ventilators. One of the requirements to reopen is that hospitals must be able to treat patients without crisis care and have a robust testing program for at-risk healthcare workers. It's important to note, if we do reopen this week, it wouldn't all happen at once, but in phases.
Threshold criteria that need to be met before you can transition into phase one. And you know those have to do with individuals reporting to emergency rooms at first, we were calling them influenza-like illness symptoms, but now with flu season gone, these are COVID-like symptoms. And also the number of cases, so the disease burden that we have in Louisiana. And thirdly, hospitalization capacity. Those are the three things that you needed to track over a 14-day period to make sure that all were on a good trajectory, or downward trajectory.
Now, we should learn more about Governor Edwards' decision at a press conference happening later this afternoon. Reporting live in Treme, Megan Key, Eyewitness News.
All right, Megan, thank you very much. This week, the state's expected to ramp up contact tracing, which the governor has called a key to reopening the state safely. Under the governor's plan, any patient who tests positive for COVID-19 would be asked for the names of people who they've contacted recently. That includes anyone living with them, caretakers, or people who were closer than 6 feet by them for more than 15 minutes. They'd get a phone call asking them to take a COVID-19 test and either self-isolate or quarantine.
It's more critical than ever that we have the ability to comprehensively interview every case that's detected and identify the people who could have come into contact with those individuals.
Scientists say and leaders say that this is vital to figuring out just how to contain the spread of the virus. Right now, the state has 70 people conducting those contact tracing surveys. Governor Edwards says the company has been hired to increase that number to about 250.
We expect Governor Edwards to make his announcement about what's next for Louisiana at 2:30 this afternoon. Look for live coverage of that announcement right here on Channel 4, our website, our app, and our Facebook page.